Welcome, Duelists, to our very first episode of Who Called It? A little segment that we put together where we just want to talk about the YouTubers that you guys love, that we love. We love their content. We want to see who called the Banlist right. Their prediction videos that they had put out. We just thought it'd be funny to kind of look back, see who's eating crow, and see who called it, I guess, the name of the game. So, I'm Tristan.
Yeah, I'm Cam. And, we're the Millennium Duelists. So,
yeah, this is our very first episode of this segment. Actually, our very first video that we will be uploading to our channel. Of course, we'd love all the support that you could give us, like, subscribe, you know, the usual. We just thought this would be fun just because I feel like a lot of people don't talk about things like this. So we thought, you know, we enjoy all the Yu-Gi-Oh content that these creators bring to YouTube and for what they do for the game. And I think it's good to celebrate that. So what better time than now, right?
Yeah, and totally gonna make fun of all these guys at the same time. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, so the goal of the game is we want to see who called the ban list in the most correct fashion, I guess would be the best way to say it. So we have everyone's prediction videos that we have. We'll post links in the description if you guys want to go back and actually look at them. But we made a little infographic for each one with their, you know, forbidden pick, their limited pick, and their semis. All that good stuff. We're just going to take a look, and the way we actually chose our contestants was about, I want to say a week and a half ago, 2 weeks maybe.
Yeah,
do you remember?
Something like that, yeah. I think like 2 weeks ago, we were like, basically we were just like, oh yeah, this would be fun. Let's just do these guys.
Yeah.
That was it.
At the time, we did go through and look at the viewer count of these videos, and in that order, we did come to, of course, you know him, you love him, Team Sam, very energetic man, for what is seemingly
break uppercut elbow.
We got him, we got Farfa.
Can you elaborate?
Have you read Misk?
Probably the funniest guy that makes videos right now for this game. We got Cimooooooooooooo.
Was limited. Heavy Metal Foes Electromite? What the fuck is that?
You know, he's the everyman of Yu-Gi-Oh, right? You know, no one hates Cimooooooooooooo, everyone loves his content. He just makes it for everybody. We got MBT, of course.
Big hard throbbing decks wanting to be shuffled.
With the shortest ban list prediction video and the shortest list. Very concise. With our last actually being Tombox from MST.TV.
Hello, Duelists.
Which, yeah, I'm really excited for all these contestants, honestly. Who do you think's pulling through, Cam?
You know, I think my money's on Sam. You know, I gotta give it up for the boy, for the man. Like,
you want to go over scoring?
how do we score these?
Okay, so scoring on these, we had 5 points actually for getting a correct pick in actually the right section. So let's say everyone knows about the VFD ban. VFD getting banned if you call that on the list, which pretty much everyone did in our that we're doing in this segment. They get 5 points. And then for every card that they call correct, but in the wrong slot, so let's say there's a couple people on here with Firewall at 1 instead of the Unlim that actually got on the list, we're giving out 3 points. And then the only other point, I believe, is going to be a -1 for each card you call that's actually not on the ban list. So we kind of wanted to have the system reward those people for calling things right as opposed to calling a lot of things wrong, because a lot of people do like to put their wants and needs on these lists, specifically Sam. Right, do you actually want to start us off?
Yeah, we start in Tombox.
Yes, we are, I believe.
All right, yeah. So it's our boy from MST.TV. He came in with a solid 0 points. Came in with a whole solid 0. He got there's some interesting stuff on here. I think so he called the Electromite to like limited, which I think everybody was expecting Electromite to limited.
Yeah, it was a big want, I think.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised it didn't actually get, especially with, you know, the support coming out. I think it's interesting that they chose to not do that. Although I guess this proves that Konami doesn't care about selling their cards, you know? They just care about the health of the game.
Yeah, that's definitely it, right?
Yeah.
No, I love Tombox, man. And honestly, I wish this list was the actual list because I just think there's so much thought that actually went into this. Like, I would be fine playing with this format, actually. You know, I think the Red Eyes Fusion hit being debanned is a little maybe egregious. I think Red Eyes Fusion still has a little bit of ways to go right now. I think it's doing a good thing for rogue decks, you know?
Yeah, we haven't gotten to see the format with Dragoon in it really yet at all. It's been taking like a super big backseat to everything, basically just the VFD Turbo, and you know Drytron was popping up for a bit there, so you haven't really got the chance to see Dragoon actually do anything to the format. So I'm kind of glad they didn't hit Fusion yet, or really anything to do with Dragoon just yet. I mean, I probably won't be saying that in like 2 formats, but you know, I think I think we should let it run its course. I mean, VFD has been strong for like how long now? I mean.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, it was popping up years ago, too, you know?
Right.
It's always made its way in and out. It's just Virtual World is finally that little train to get it to where it needed to actually get hit on this list, which we're super happy about, by the way. You know?
Super stoked. Yeah, no, like, it should have been hit, like, last time, but, like, I'm just glad it's gone. Finally.
Yeah.
I'm still so surprised, this brings it up, that Dinos didn't get hit at all. Like,
I know, really.
Nothing. No Misk, no Fossil Dig, no O-Raptor, nothing.
And you know, I think Dino, you know, it has its place in the format. It's very good at what it does, and you know, I guess I'm fine with it being around. Fossil Dig to 1, I think would have been cool, like he puts on here, and maybe Tenki to like reel in, you know, like Zodiac as well.
Yeah, like Dino it's the same thing as like Virtual World, right? Like every deck list you look at, it's exactly the same. There's no variety.
Yeah,
like, I play Dino, you know, like
whoa, I thought you didn't.
I don't play it all. Like I played it, like I played enough to know every deck list is the same, unless you're trying to put Dragoon in it. But like that's a little spicy. I don't know.
Yeah,
but yeah,
honestly, I think the summon limit would have been limit would have been nice.
I know it's in the Chooch too. Like playing Chooch to 1, I think was an interesting idea. I like that.
You only got 0 points here, Tombox, but honestly, you're a winner in my eyes. I love your list.
Man. This is, like honestly, there's a lot of love in this list. Actually, it can't be bad. Like it's solid.
I think that brings us to actually our next contestant, which is going to be the 10-minute duelist himself, MBT, with the shortest Banlist video of all of these. And actually the shortest list with actually 100% accuracy.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get bad. It's right.
I mean, he did it. He called it.
The perfect Banlist.
He gets 5 points here because he did call that correct. So at the moment, he is our point leader over Tombox. I mean,
nice list, man. Like,
yeah. I mean, honestly, we've already said more about his list than he said about his list. So you know,
literally.
Let's just stop it there. Go watch his video.
Just watch that. It'll explain.
He's a funny guy. Super wholesome.
Yeah. Does that bring us into Cimo?
It does bring us into Cimo.
What's going on, guys? It's Cimo.
Cimo. What's up, guys? It's Cimo.
What's going on, guys? It's Cimo.
What's up, guys? It's Cimo here.
What's going on, guys? It's Cimo.
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
Yeah. Let's rolling into that. He had a pretty decent list.
Yeah, pretty good, honestly. I mean, a lot of his stuff, I think the same thing. I would have liked to see the Eldritch hits. Called by the Grave, Tsuchinoko. Those are wants that I would actually be really happy with too.
Yeah, he did not somehow think Ben 10 would be it.
Some of you might be thinking, but Cimo, what about Ben 10?
Yeah, honestly, I would have banned it. I guess if the card gods had anything they wanted to do with me, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I probably would have banned it. But Cimo does bring in 5 points. He had good calls, of course, with VFD. That's kind of the freebie, you know, in your bingo sheet. But the Firewall to Limited, that's another one that's been coming up on these lists. But True King's Return, you know, that was an easy one to call, I think, just because, you know, we've been seeing what they've been doing with those cards, you know?
Yep. My man really wants Mirage Stalio back.
I think everyone did, honestly. I'm really surprised that it didn't. It's kind of a weird one.
No, it's, I've seen it a couple times as well. And Harp Horror, too. I saw Harp Horror.
Yeah, I was kind of banking on that one, honestly.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were banking on that one.
Yeah, and of course the Electromite, you know, coming back.
Again, like the Electromite, I thought Electromite would come off. I really did, but Tsuchinoko to 2, I think is interesting.
It is interesting. As a Phantom Knight player, I would have loved it, I guess. You know?
Right, yeah.
I love free cards. I love cards that let you, you know, get a free 3 body on board.
Yeah, no, that's yeah. I mean, 5 points still. If he would have just cooled out, he would have been able to beat out MPT. But you know, the two opposite strategies here.
And that's the thing. I think a couple of these cards might have been maybe more of his wants. I think, you know, you can put like a know, Tsuchinoko, something like that. And we actually did have Eldlin and Sanguine on here just because he did vouch for both of them being on a list, you know. But yeah, ties them up with MBT there. And then on to, speaking of BA, Farfa.
The man.
The funniest guy
himself.
in Yu-Gi-Oh, probably.
Yeah, funniest guy I've ever met. I haven't met him.
But no, he actually comes in with the highest point count yet, with 10 points. His list was, I don't know, what do you think?
It's solid. I mean, you know, you got the beaters to unlim because Farfa. He thought Firewall was going to be limited. A lot of people thought Firewall was going to be limited. I can't blame him for thinking it. They literally were just like, here you go, man. Just take it. Just take this whole fully eroded Firewall. It's not going to do anything for you.
Yeah. Cyber's players rejoice.
Yeah, literally. Electromite, again, coming up. But he did call the Ben 10 hit, which is good.
Yeah. And honestly, I would have loved to have seen Beatrice Unlimited, too.
Yeah, that would have been cool. I was looking at going into that deck, so interesting to see.
No, I think his list is super concise, honestly. This is like, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, he's got some deep pockets, you know?
Deep pockets.
He's got some people lining. He's on some Don shit, you know?
He Don shit. That
Yu-Gi-Oh mob. Rise up and support your boy Farfa.
Farfa the Yu-Gi-Oh Don, honestly.
Yeah.
He said, man. Ben 10 to 1 happened.
He called it, man.
He did. He said, VFD ban happened. There it is.
Yeah, I know. No one got that one right, actually.
I don't know. That one's crazy. I do think it's interesting that I think literally every single list called VFD getting banned.
Yeah. No, and I'm glad. And I'm actually surprised I didn't see, I think, the guy, S0. Didn't make any lists. I think I did see, I think Mega Capital G mentioned it maybe, but that's a card that I wasn't really expecting just because it wasn't really on my radar because, you know, the engine's not really being played all that often, at least lately, at least when you look at these tournament reports, but it is something that I actually do hate playing against.
Yeah, I've been seeing it pop up a little bit more on like Dueling Nexus and stuff, but not too much really. You know, people, it's like, why play that when there's so many decks that can just turbo out VFD right now?
Yeah, it's not a very fun deck to play, I think.
Probably
but I don't
not.
know. You know, let us know in the comments if you are you're on that train. But yeah, that brings us to actually our final contestant here. I think you had his impression best, honestly.
It's my boy! Right elbow uppercut. Smash that subscribe button. Yeah, what a list, actually.
Honestly,
Sam.
he went for the fucking fences, man.
He came out swinging. There's so much on this list.
And of course, this does have a lot of wants in there. We did include that want list in his picks. Maxi, of course, being one of those.
Right,
Something
crazy.
we all, kind of want,
Right.
Even if you don't
he
want
really
it,
wanted.
you like
The
you want
fact that he put it on there, he put Max C on there at all, was like nuts. No one else but Max even gave Max C a thought. That was
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it's
think
crazy.
he might have taken the Yu-Gi-Oh! Don title actually with that put on his unlimited
it's
list.
a good one. He came in at a solid 6 points, just because he bloated this list with just a bunch of stuff for really
Yeah.
like no reason, honestly. But that's okay. He really said, yeah, they're gonna semi-limit into deer. I'm like,
I
maybe,
know, man.
but like I don't.
I wouldn't even say I guess. I mean, I guess as a Dogmatica player, I simp for
that-
Ecclesia. I simp for Maximus actually, but
It's true.
I would have hated to see Nadir on this list or anything from the Dogmatica engine just because of how it really hasn't done anything. I mean, you see invoked Dogma lists pop up here and there. The Shadal variant, of course, has that higher ceiling, so you see some of the better players actually take that list and do a little bit more. But no, I mean, it hasn't had a chance to shine, and I think maybe now with VFD gone, it could.
I know. I think it's interesting. I think, especially since like Eldritch didn't get hit at all. We talked about this a little bit earlier. Actually, it's kind of one of those. Why are you playing like Dogma Invoked and with Shadal? But when you can play just like Eldritch or just do Eldritch, it's so silly. And I think people calling for things like Nadir or Ecclesia and stuff like that to get hit, it's super premature. Like the deck hasn't done anything over here. It's done nothing. Like it's super sleeper.
I
don't know.
100% agree that they should never hit it ever in its life.
Yeah.
And that Nadir, Servant, and Dogmatic Punishment are super fair and balanced cards.
Well, that's not. Well, that's yeah. Yeah, that's not.
I think it's fine. Right?
That's not. I don't. That's not.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Uh-huh.
Like I play against this deck like every week, right? I don't. I don't necessarily want it here, but like it's not doing much. Why didn't they give Engage to 1? All right, where was Engage? No one even said that. No one even called Engage to 1. I really thought they'd put Engage to 1, but they did not.
I would have liked to see it to 1, honestly. I think it could have been dangerous, and maybe that's why they were like, let's not, Which, I mean, I guess that's kind of the whole theme of this list in general, right? Is that it seems like Konami really wanted to play it safe by, really hitting the outliers of what's going on in the meta and what's frustrating to play against, and then,
Yeah, by banning Union Carrier.
by banning Union Carrier.
It's just no one expected Union Carrier to get banned. Not now.
I know, not on any of these lists, actually. Yeah, not in
So
there.
premature to ban Union Carrier. Like it makes sense, right? I see banning Union Carrier, but it's just so interesting.
We got to give them the Buster Welt back. Buster Blader needs it, actually.
Yeah, all the Buster Blader, all the 5
Yeah.
Buster Blader players.
Buster Blader players. Rise up.
Shadal Buster Blader.
We need him. We need you. Change the meta
Please warp the meta. Please change it.
around Buster Blader. If Dragon Link does some stuff, which we fully
It's
expected
true.
to, right?
Right, yeah. I think Dragon Link, that is another video, right? But I think Dragon Link is going to be like tier 1. Like, I think Dragon Link is going to be one of the best decks of the format for sure. Because it didn't get hit at all. No LP hits. People really thought LP was going to get hit. I don't think it's really on these lists, but it definitely was something people were talking about.
I would have liked to see it hit something. I mean, the deck is honestly crazy at what it does. But you're
It's
right.
inconsistent.
That is a conversation for another time. I think it's time to crown our winner.
Yeah, it's the boy. I mean, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Don himself, our boy,
The first
Mr.
Don
BA, the first Don, not
of the
not
OG
Sam.
Don family
Yeah,
of the Burning Abyss.
surprising no one. Sam taking a second seat to Farfa once again.
Just like
They
the
do that.
usual.
Yeah, they
Like
do
the
that
Yugioh.
series, you know. He just loses a lot. I don't make the rules.
I think
But
it's
yeah.
funny that Cimooooooooooooo and MBT both tied each other when, yeah, I mean, that seems to be kind of what goes on between them,
Yeah.
you know, and their series too, you know. Love History of Yu-Gi-Oh! Shout out to that
Good.
series.
Yeah,
Go
solid
watch it.
series.
Why are you watching our video? We're not good,
Watch our videos, though.
but also watch our
Watch
videos.
it.
We would
Watch
actually
it.
really appreciate it. But shout out to Farfa, man. You officially called it. You're the winner.
Yeah, for the first time in Yu-Gi-Oh history, you got something right. So good job. You won something. No misplay. Here it is. Big.
You
Super
did it, man.
big.
You did it. We all, we of course appreciate everyone here for watching this little video that we wanted to do. We would love to hear your thoughts actually on the ban list. I love seeing the hot takes and the safe takes too, like Konami wants to give us. You know, maybe Konami will comment down as well and let us know.
Yeah. But yeah, till on that note, guess that wraps it up. So until next time, guys, we'll see you later on.